Hello, everyone, and welcome to or back to One Inspiring Word. I'm your host, and happy March! Yay, it's officially March. I'm about to be on spring break, and I'm super happy about that. I've been waiting for this break, and I know after spring break it goes by really fast. In fact, January, February, and March all went by really fast. Well, not March, because it's March right now, but it went by really fast. Sometimes I can't believe that January is close as just as close to November as March is. 'Cause that does not make sense to me. But welcome back, and today we're gonna start with our one inspiring word. So I think this week it's gonna be food. And that's because I just really love food. I had some dried mangoes and I okay, so someone left the bag open. It might have been me, it might not have been me. I don't remember. But now they're really dry. But I'm scared to close them because I don't want to get in trouble for eating them. So it's just been open, which is kind of a bad habit. But I love food so much, and today I go to school and it's I'm really lucky because I get really good food served at my school. I used to go to public school and the food was not great. Like the milk, it was from Creamland and it was definitely expired and then a bunch of sketchy things. I love food though. And okay, today my lunch order or my lunch what I got for lunch, I had a bunch of greens, so carrots, green beans, and things like that. I do not like vegetables. I just no. And my favorite is probably broccoli, because broccoli is easy to eat. Or I love making a salad, but salad, okay, I know it's supposed to be really healthy, but it tastes so good that I cannot believe that it's that healthy. And also it's definitely a bunch of processed food, right? Those beans are definitely not fresh from the ground. Like those cooked carrots are, the mushy ones that aren't very yummy. Which is why I ate them. And then I had this pasta and it was a special, it wasn't Italian pasta. Okay, maybe it was. It was penne, but it had some kind of sauce on it that was really good. And that's when you know the pasta's really good, but it's not the classic. And then they were serving beignets, but for Lent, this year I'm going to give up sugar for the first time. I've never done anything for Lent, but in Spanish class, I saw that my friend was doing it, and I was like, wow, that's I really admire that. So I'm doing it now too. I was gonna do something don't watch YouTube and stuff because I have a bit of a problem, but that didn't really work. So here we are. Things I've missed. I didn't get to eat the beignets today, which apparently were really good. Wow, I'm really spoiled. And then my mom made this little cake, and she said it didn't have that much sugar in it, but I refrained. And that's really all. I think it'll be harder as we go on, but so far it's fine. And I think it's because God has been giving me strength. Okay, so a quick story before we jump into the episode. So today, it was crazy. There's been times, I was new at my school 2 years ago. This is my third year. And I never thought I'd be able to have friends. And I always thought there's so many things that I could never picture myself. I thought, wow, I'm so uninteresting. Why would anyone want to hang out with me? Wow, I could I can have all these dreams, but I'm never gonna end up somewhere like student council. Wow, this person is so social. I could never be like them. I'm so shy. And today I had a super long conversation with this girl about volleyball just in the bathroom. There were people walking in and out, which is kind of bad, but it's okay. And it was about volleyball and about our experience. And I thought that was it was really nice and refreshing. And also she's a really easy person to talk to, but I just sometimes I can't believe where I am and how I got there, but I'm so happy and thankful and wow. Also today, I'm super congested. Today I woke up and my throat felt kind of weird. Now it's fine, but and I had a super runny nose the whole day. And then when I got home, I felt horrible. and then I showered and I kind of took a nap, kind of didn't. It was weird. Like I like watched YouTube, but then I was like drifting off to sleep and kind of not. And then I had a bunch of wontons that were really good. My mom made it, and I finished a lot of the wontons. Um, wow. I was looking at the bowl and I was like, "There's no way I could finish that. I'll probably eat like half of it." Yeah, I finished the whole thing, which is crazy. Ow. And I like my ears. Okay, so like when you cover your ears, if I do that and I press down, it like hurts. And I know I'm congested because like I feel like a bunch of pressure like in my ears. Which means that if I were to go on a plane right now, that would not be good because I've learned from my mistakes. I went to Mexico 2 years ago. This is crazy. Like when I was younger, I did not think I'd be saying stuff like that, like going on vacation and like having like a lunch at school that's like really good, like all these things. But I went to Mexico, it's really bougie, and I had like a cold or something was going on. But I like lost my hearing when I went down from the plane and it hurt so bad. And we stayed there for like 10 days, which is crazy. I can't believe that happened. But we stayed there for like 10 days and I didn't get my hearing completely back until like the 10th day. So, me, airplanes plus bad ears, bad. Very, very bad. And it was horrible. It hurt so bad. And the whole, like, 30,000 feet down, I could feel it. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the main part of the episode. So today's gonna be a bit different because I'm not reading, like, a published work or anything. It's completely the opposite. I got my English essay back, and it was an in-class essay. And like in the moment I thought it was pretty good. We did like a self-grading system and like I do not like those because I feel like it's like an ego test. Cause like I'm scared to put like a lower score because then I'm like I don't want to get a low score. But then like if you put too high of a score, then they're gonna like take off points and it's gonna look like you're really cocky. So that's what happened to me. And then so our our essay was on this book called Purple Hibiscus. It's a really interesting book. It's not a book I'd probably read if I did not have to do it for school, but it happened. And so I'm just gonna read the thesis and then a little bit. Also, the point of the like little short, okay, it wasn't like short. Like it took a whole class period, but which is about 85 minutes for me. But like you're supposed to be able to understand it without having read it. But maybe I should give a bit of backstory. Okay, so basically, this is following this girl. She's in an upper class family. It's not the 21st century yet. It's somewhere after like in between. I think the 20th century and the 21st century, and there's a lot of themes in the story. One of them is religion and how like the British came and they converted a lot of people to Christianity. So a lot of people have different views on Christianity, and it actually has a huge following. But this girl, she's like kind of rich, but she doesn't really have that many friends, and she's kind of different because I feel like her dad kind of isolates her, and he abuses them a lot, beating them up a lot of the time and punishing her, and her name is Kambili, and her brother. And so a lot of stuff happens in the book. And I'm going to reference some examples, not like really big ones. Actually, if you're afraid of spoilers, don't listen. But yes, that is the book. And so I wrote about freedom. We got a choice to write about freedom or courage, some things like that. And so I talked about freedom and how like through her character, because basically in the beginning of the book she's like very like following the rules, like they are praying a lot of the time, doing a lot of things, which I honestly, to me, that's not what Christianity is about, but I think it's different for everyone. And at the end, like you see this transformation happen, and I think it's really interesting. So I was trying to follow that. This isn't a good paper, by the way. I got a B plus on it and humbled, so humbled. Okay. In Purple Hibiscus, through the development of Kambili's courage, Adichie illustrates how it takes drive to break free of abuse, before the abuse breaks something equally valuable. Now, that last sentence at the end, that was lost points for that because it was chunky, but that was the thesis. Through Kambili's point of view, Adichie portrays being powerless when one hides from conflict behind doors. When Papa physically abuses Mama, Kambili imagines the door has gotten stuck and Papa is trying to open it. A citation, page 33, period. Kambili never has the courage to stand up for what is wrong, subconsciously choosing to conform to Papa's physical abuse. Her fear of Papa gives him exactly the tools he needs to maintain his control. Kambili lets her fear take control of her, and this mentality is similar to the door Papa hides behind. She's blocked from becoming free of his control, which acts as chains under the guise of Papa's love. However, just as doors always can be open, she finds her voice after life-changing visits to Auntie Ifeoma's house. Alright, so I think we can see a lot of problems here. First of all, I make a lot of arguments, like, you definitely have no idea who Auntie Ifeoma is. You probably are a bit confused, like, Papa's love, what? That didn't occur to me when we were writing this essay, okay? And so, what I was trying to say is, like, before, she's kind of conforming to this abuse, and the cycle is never being broken. Now, I definitely need to flesh out these ideas. And then after, let me know if you want to hear the second part ever. But I talk about how, like, she finally starts standing up. And I'll read the first part, maybe. Okay, topic sentence 2. Kambili's unexpected burst of defiance against Papa acts as a wedge that opens the door to freedom. When Papa uncovers Amaka's precious painting of Papa Nunuku, acting as if a crime has been committed, he promptly tears up the painting until Kambili shrieks, "No!" dashing to the pieces on the floor as if to save them. Page 210. A few months ago, Kambili would have also shredded the painting, but now her protests boldly show her admiration to Papa Nunuku. And then I continue going on. Now, I go down a bad path and I start summarizing a bit of what happens and how, like, the whole family starts, breaking free of Papa, which I shouldn't have done, and I should have focused on Kambili. But this is how the essay went, and this was a B+ paper. Now, I think this is really interesting because I'm not trying to condone, like, cheating or anything, like, oh snap. Wait, is this cheating? But, like, my paper clearly has a lot of issues in it, and I didn't get that great of a grade, so I was thinking, like, it wouldn't be that bad. Also, I don't think a teacher will give you the exact same quote. But in case that happens, just know I didn't get that great of a grade on this, and good luck with that. Also, that was like a paragraph and a half or something like that. There was no intro. The thesis wasn't very good. The topic sentences weren't that great. I made a lot of technical mistakes, and that was the point. I was trying to focus on, like, these mistakes and, like, reflect on them. And I also get the opportunity to revise this a bit, so this paper will probably look a lot different. But that's it for today. And don't forget, guys, to just enjoy life and take things one step at a time. And be thankful. I'm trying to be more thankful. And also, I'm trying to, like, fix some of my habits. I think I've fallen into some really bad habits, like, eating a ton of sugar, being on my phone all day, and I'm trying to fix that. So, I believe in you guys. You matter, don't forget, and every word you say matters. And what you do matters. Because you are important and special. One inspiring word out. Bye!